first video right from the top of my head. The point of this video is to try and project my voice as well as to lose my nature of doubting myself. There aren't many people passing by. Hopefully for my next video, I will be able to place myself in the center of the school, just further over there. Right now, it's a little secluded. There's just people walking by. You got them fuckers, you got them fuckers. And it was crazy. What's crazy is the voice projection, something I need to work on. I've been told by many people I don't speak very loudly. And I don't. It's not a trait that comes naturally to me. My dad is very soft-spoken too, but he's not somebody... There's a difference between being soft-spoken and being weak. It's not weak. It's not weak. Being soft-spoken is sometimes attributed to being weak. I don't think that's the case though. I'm projecting. I need to stop saying That's another thing why I've decided to start recording, to be more analytical with the words that I use. Sound a bit not professional. If you're gonna hold yourself to a standard, I feel like everything should be at least running out of words because Q-Go just passed. Yeah, there you go. I feel like I should be a lot more analytical with the words that I decide to speak. Growing up in East LA, you tend to gravitate towards a certain accent, which I've noticed in school. It's crazy. I was talking to this girl, right? I was talking to this girl, and it was going so well. Like, she was nice. She was very calm. I like that. The calm nature. Calm nature in a woman is very attractive. And we were speaking, and an accent just came out. It took me by surprise. I'm not being judgmental because sometimes it comes out of me too. I mean, we're all from the same place, right? But I have put in some work in order to leave that behind. So Tate went to jail again. And now it's, I believe, issues with the UK, no longer the Romanian government. Which is scarier because, I mean, the West is just full of fallacies. The stupid laws, hate speech. What is hate speech? It's like, you can't have hate speech and freedom of speech because you're free to hate speech. It's absolute lunacy. It's clown world. The clown world we live in. And as I sit here and I'm just speaking into the camera, people are passing. They just seem so unaware of reality. Like even coming to class, I'm taking a photography class. Today my teacher, she went at me. We were critiquing, right? But I was listening to a podcast because I can multitask. And I mean, I don't want to sit in a dark room with a bunch of idiots speaking, critiquing these amateur photographies, correct? Right? I mean, I consider myself an amateur too. I'm not a professional, although I have done some work. Anyway, we were critiquing. Oh, that girl. That's her name. The girl with the accent. I'm not judging. I still like her. She's cute. Oh, she's a single mom. Something I need to get into again. Something I need to get into later on. But yeah, so we were critiquing her work, and then the teacher noticed the earpiece. That was the earpiece I had on, and she called on me. She told me to please remove it, and she asked me to critique the photo. My honest opinion, in all honesty, I said I don't want to be rude, but I dislike the photo. No, I said I don't want to be rude, but I don't like it. And she said, okay. And that's when she started biting at me. She's like, you're not paying attention. Are you even in class? But the way she said it, though, she got so angry. And my personality is to make them even angrier. So I took a deep breath, and I kind of started to clown her. Afterwards, she made me use the proper etiquette for the proper critiquing etiquette, or the proper critiquing words, the proper critiquing vocabulary. And I was like, but that's what I said. She was like, no, that's not what you said. You said I don't like the photo. And I was like, you're right. That's the second thing I said. I'm starting to notice people don't really give two fucks whether I'm recording or not. Should I stand up and walk with you? That is, I don't know if that's out of my comfort zone. Well, if I do it, then it would just be out of my comfort zone. All right, let's go. I'll take you for a little walk. Show around. I'll do that. Just a step closer. Let me get this music going first. You know what? Let's not do the music, because during editing it's gonna be a bitch, and I'm not trying to edit these any more than, I'd say, a day tops. That's a better angle. I remember now what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about the Tate brother case, which is so weird how we can't find any evidence of Romania, so let's take him to the UK, which, well, I had already talked about that. But what I really wanted to talk about was what got embedded in my head from the last couple of podcasts that I listened to. He said, if you want to become important, person of importance, person of money, I said, if you want to become a person of importance and a person of money, you have to prepare yourself for the worst. You have to prepare yourself for jail. So that's what he said. And it's not, it can be a figure of speech, yes. I said again. That's it. It can be a figure of speech, yes. But it just resonated with me because, well, now, I mean, I'm not too fat. I'm not jacked. I'm not super jacked. I have fucking muscle. But you just appreciate it more because you know the other side of the spectrum. Throughout high school, I was not in shape. I was very quiet. I was not in tap with the real world, honestly. I was just smoking weed, listening to music, and my priority was mostly my girlfriend. I don't want to talk about that. That's for another video, because that video will be fucking long. of just me rambling on about her. Anyway, let's continue. I don't know why, but when he said those words, they just resonated on the deepest level. I don't know if I'm gonna be a person of money or a person of importance, but I do know I'm different. Even within my, nobody else here is recording. I mean, I still don't have the balls yet to go and record in the center of the school, but I'm recording. Yeah, it's a start. I'm trying to socialize better, trying to get less angry, but it just eats me up sometimes, you know? That anger, it's kind of like a drug. I've heard that from who? From Coach Red Pill. There you go. He said anger is a drug, and it's one hell of a fucking drug. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but the Tate brothers, he said. The example he used was the vaccine and homeless people. The vaccine and how homeless people were not forced to take it, as well as the billionaires or millionaires, people of money, top 1%. They weren't forced to take it. The people that were forced to take it was the middle class. And everybody in my family took the. I mean, it's not a laughing matter. It's actually quite concerning. But it just goes to show you what I'm trying to tell you. I said again. It just goes to show you. It just goes to show what I'm trying to tell you about being different. It's just something you know. It's not something somebody has to tell you. Same with money, which is weird, which I hear a lot of people of money say this. Like when you put on the Rolex, it's just a watch. Yeah, it may be 40 grand. It might be 40. They can go up, and they can go up towards. I don't know about watches. I really don't give a shit about watches. Like I know I'm gonna have a nice watch. Okay, that's not the point though. The point I was trying to say, it's not tangible. It has no value. Like, okay, it's a $40,000 watch, but it's just a fucking watch. Like, I've never had respect for money, which coming from a poor family sounds stupid, right? But I don't know. It's just, if I have money, I have money. If I don't have money, I don't have money. I'm still living. It's like I always have what I need. And then it's not just that I always have what I need. It's always what I need, or what I need to evolve as a better person, or it's probably not what I have and what I don't have. It's probably what God gives me and takes from me in order for me to level up to the next level. For example, no, actually, I said I was not going to talk about her, and I'm not going to talk about her. No, she is not in my head rent-free. Sometimes. I don't know if I should talk about senior. Who cares? It's not like she has Instagram to see it, right? Whoa, that was crazy though. Well, I mean, she's 33, like I said. Okay, no wait, I haven't even told you the story. Okay, so this is girl, right? My photography class, and we've been talking like twice. I'm not trying to play her, but you gotta just how women are, right? She's pretty cute. And today we were critiquing the photos that we photographed as an assignment. And I was listening to the podcast because it just got so into my head, and about which is so funny. These occurrences are not that rare anymore. They happen a lot. Last 2 weeks ago, I went to San Diego. No, I went to Tucson, Arizona, with my brother, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's sister. I don't want to get too much into it because it's a little private. Anyway, I had a dream. I had a little crush on the sister, right? And I had a dream but I overheard that she's never had a boyfriend. She was innocent. We were doing cute stuff like playing the Switch, and her Switch had like all these colors and all these little buttons, and the games she had were so colorful. It was just a breath of fresh air from what I've been encountering. And I kind of wanted to give her a kiss. I wanted to go in for a kiss, but something inside me told me not to. Later that day, I had a dream where I did kiss her, but as I kissed her, what I would describe as black tar spewed it out of my mouth, and it didn't stain her. Once she gave me the kiss, she just became light, right? And then all this black tar just spewed it out, but instead of spitting onto her, it did a 360 and just all over my mouth, and a little bit on my chest, right? I would say the next 1 or 2 days, I took shrooms, which, I mean, I like shrooms. I don't give a fuck what you have to say, right? I don't have to explain myself. I like shrooms. It's a drug that I replaced it's a drug that I replaced in a way, it did help me cure my depression, addictions. I mean, I was speaking to a camera. I'd never speak to a camera before. It made me become a bit more social. I don't take it too often. I'd say maybe once every 2-3 weeks, just to get me just to reboot, because it's a reboot from the, I'd say, norms or the way you structure your life. And then once you structure, once you have I feel like sometimes we isolate ourselves to a specific version of ourselves. And what the shrooms helps me do is analyze what I've been doing, see where I could improve, where I could not improve, where I can improve, things that I should probably stop doing. It helps me center back into action plan, right? And when I was on this trip, I spewed out something. It was, I'd show it to you, but I threw it away because, like, even just touching it gave me bad energy. Exactly like the dream. But in the dream, it was like an actual piece of like meat, or like a chunk of meat, which is crazy that I actually spewed it. This was no longer the dream. This was real life, correct? Like, I spewed it out, but I spewed it out with a little bit of blood. And since then, I feel light. I feel inspired. I like to think that God presented himself through her. I'm not saying that she's something special. It was just an occurrence that helped me see. Because during this trip too, it was like I had a path. And it was like a warm embrace that it was like, oh fuck. I don't know why I got a knot. Oh, you see, I got a knot in my throat. It was like a warm embrace that said, don't worry.
there is a path. Just follow it. And for some reason, for some reason, I felt like that when Tate said, if you're gonna become important, if you're gonna become a man of status, a man of money, just importance overall, it's like you have to prepare for the jail. Like you gotta pay your dues. I think that's what he was trying to say, and it resonated tremendously. And later, do you know, Monday night he gets arrested, which is it's just it's just crazy, right? So that's why today I decided to do this. Honestly, I think I like it. Everybody nobody cares. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She passed. I won't see her again. And it brings you a sense of joy too, because I mean, she's walking with her boyfriend, which they were walking super close, and as soon as they were walking super close on the way over there, on the way back, she's about 4 feet away from him. And in girls, that means I'm like you're better than my boyfriend, like, which is, women are so funny. Okay, bye.